such a good feeling, surely, for you guys tonight, back-to-back semi-finals at a major tournament.
No, it's a great feeling. Back-to-back semi-finals at a major tournament is a great achievement, but like, I don't want to be a party pooper, but we don't stop here. We've got another big game coming up, and we want to go further this time than we did at the World Cup. So, no, of course, it's a great feeling to win here, and the way that we've done it as well shows the big progress that we're making as a country. So, no, long may the improvement continue, and like I say, we've got another big one coming up.
The confidence is there, though, and as you say, you seem to be players who know you're capable of going all the way.
Yeah, we have great belief in the dressing room. I think the first half was tough. We obviously got the early goal, what we wanted, and they caused a few problems with the shape, and they changed it a few times in the first half, but I think the second goal settled us down a lot, and then from then on we controlled the game really well and got the third and fourth, which I think we deserved on the night. So, no, it was an impressive performance in the end, and listen, we've got to now rest, recover, and we've got another big one coming up.
Do you soak it all in? Even though you've got Denmark coming up, do you give yourself to soak it all in?
I think it's hard to soak it all in when, like I said, you've got another big one coming up. You know who you're playing and when you're playing them. So I think the dressing room will be a great atmosphere in there tonight, but then tomorrow morning we'll wake up and we'll be focused again, because this group of players aren't settling for a semi-final. We want to go further. So like I said, we've got to now rest, recover, and we've got another big one.
And Harry, I was behind the goal when you scored. The thud when the ball connected with your head, it was so loud. You gave it some real power.
Yeah, I think we spoke about before the game that we needed to be better on attacking set plays. We haven't scored one in this tournament yet, so we've got two tonight from myself and Jordan. So, no, it was a great ball from Luke, and no, I got a great connection on it, and it was always ending up in the back of the net when I got that connection from that distance. But no, it's nice to chip in with a goal, but more importantly, the victory.
Well done. Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Hard to play against, and I think that's another thing as well. When you play against a team and you come off the pitch and you get beat by them or whatever, sometimes it can be just a bit of luck or whatever. Yeah. This team, they grind you down, they work you hard, they ask questions of you physically and mentally. Can you deal with us? And they manage every phase of the game. Yeah. And at the end of it, they're potent, and now they're starting to get goals. Goals were the thing we were waiting for. We've been having a couple of decent performances, but now Harry Kane's hit the ground. We all asked for that, and you've got your man scoring now.
Gareth Southgate, what a job he's doing once again at a major tournament. I think I'm right in saying, with England getting 5 clean sheets, I don't think it's ever happened in the Euros before. I do believe Italy did it in 1990, kept 5 clean sheets in their opening 5 games of the World Cup. I think it's only the second time it's been done in a major championship. I might be wrong. I think I read that somewhere. But either way, it is England's biggest ever win at the Euros in the knockout stage, and the first time they've won. Scored 4 goals in a knockout match, apart from in a major tournament.
You're looking at the wrong person.
I'm sorry. 1966, the final. 4-2 in extra time. That took extra time, of course. Let's go through the goals, because they're very pleasurable. We'll do the second half first. Harry Maguire, always a threat at set pieces, obviously, and...
Well, we get a set piece right, delivery's right, get on the end of it, put the ball into a dangerous area, he's not offside, and Luke Shaw does exactly that, and that's a clinical header. He gets the wrong side of the defender.
It's a good position from Harry Maguire to start. He's slightly offside, and we worried that he might be offside on a VAR, but as Ukraine stepped back, he remains slightly unattached to anybody, and there's no doubt with him, when that ball's... He's got such quality on the delivery, it makes it easy for him.
I've got a feeling he might be the only centre-half, I'm taking another chance here, the only centre-half to score in the quarter-finals of a World Cup and a European Championship. Certainly for England, that's safe. Maybe of anyone. But Harry Kane's got his scoring boots back on, although his second one was
yeah, very positive evening all around, and no surprise, gets off the mark again so early, and then this one. Goes through the keeper's legs, but look who's down that touchline again. Luke Shaw, look where he starts from. Got the freedom, got the ability to get up there, as he has been doing for most of this tournament.
You picked him out before the game, Alan. I'll just give you the credit for that.
Yeah, and so we should pick him out before the game because of his performances. We'll probably pick him out again.
Sterling involved again.
Semi-final, because he's been doing that so many times. get it into that area. He picks Harry out. Harry's free. Hit the target. Goal.
If you get the ball in, Harry Kane scores goals.
I love the way he just holds his ground there at the last moment. You know, great strikers like yourselves know that one. You know where to be in the box. People think it's a magnet. Maybe they think you're lucky that balls keep hitting you, but he just stops himself. Lose, no doubts.
Oh, Alan. I mean, please forgive us, but keep putting that graphic up. It's nothing to do with me.
You've been asking the whole half.
He has,
to get that graphic back up.
How many times has he asked? 7, 8?
You know
Where's
that's
the graphic?
Not true. You know that's not true. But either way, he's going to go past it, and hopefully goes past it in this tournament, because as he does, that obviously massively increases England's chances.
I wonder what all the Harry Kane doubters are sat there thinking now. You know, when he looked a little bit sluggish in the qualifying games, and there were a few people out there doubting him.
But it does prove, though, if you've got to persevere with quality, haven't you? You've got to persevere with someone who's got the quality and class that he's got. But this is ridiculous. This was a Van Basten moment, 88.
What a goal that would
have been disgusting. But his left foot...
Filth, as they call it.
The confidence to go on to that. That shows you that a game ago, 2 games ago, is he taking that on? I mean, as strikers, are you taking that on?
Well, he had a similar chance, didn't he, at the end of the half? I forget which game it was, where we were disputing whether he should have hit it first time or whether he should have took the touch. It was a poor touch in the end. But you see a different player. You see a player with full of confidence, and we know what that means to a forward, especially of his quality.
The difference is stark, isn't it?
Oh,
it really is.
It's just incredible, the difference.
How it turns.
You can see he's got a spring in his step. In the first minute of this game, he picked the ball up on the left-hand side and he pinged the ball 40 or 50 yards, and you thought, yeah, here we go, that'll do. A minute later, he's put the ball in the back of the net, and it's a different Harry Kane.
I think it was 3 years to the day that Jordan Henderson missed a penalty, didn't he? But he was great. He scored his first England goal as well. Another bonus, Rio.
Yeah, and definitely. I mean, the manager, he shuffled the pack again, because when we got ahead and it looked convincing, he couldn't afford to do it. And you bring in on the Liverpool captain, who's won the Champions League and the Premier League in the last 2 of the last 3 years, I think it is. And he came on, and again, this is one of the strengths of the side and the squad, is that players come in, the momentum, the pace of the game management doesn't change. It all stays the same. An 18-year-old Bellingham comes on. It all stays the same, and that is a real strength within this squad.
Yeah, very promising. They started the game as we'd hoped. Harry getting his goal. They were full of confidence. Sancho and Sterling running riot sometimes when they're getting the ball and being really positive and getting at the full-backs and giving a real energy and pace to England's performance. When Ukraine switched their system to 4 at the back, they came into it, so we had to defend a little bit more. But a word of caution, they are dangerous on the break, and we'll have to stay alive to that. But in the main, it's all been very, very positive.
Would you agree?
Yeah, I would. I think it's half a job. Very well done. It can prove difficult against a team that set their stall out to be deep, and that first goal so early in the game really helps relax the team, and I think they controlled most of that half, showed really good moments of energy and pressing and winning the ball back, which we spoke about before the game. But at 1-0, as Alan says, you know that's a dangerous scoreline. Haven't
created an abundance of chances, but clearly been very comfortably in control of the game.
Yeah, and I think that's the key word as well, control. I think we've controlled them with and without the ball. I think we've had them where we want them. We spoke about before the game them being a team that like to take chances, maybe in their own third, and we've been there ready and waiting. And I think you can see that there's been traps been set for this team, and then when we win it, the likes of Sterling, the likes of Sancho have been people that have been committing people, going 1v1 and really trying to be creative, which is what you want to see at this level.
And what a start, Alan. We talked about the confidence of goal scorers, and when you get one, then they often come in and freely flow. And that was the earliest goal England scored in the European Championship for 17 years. Yeah, and it was very welcome.
And no surprise it was for that man, because we know how it works as a centre forward. As you see, you get one and you go into the game and you're a different player. And he looked sharp. Good play from Raheem Sterling. Again, what about that for a pass? I mean, it's awful defending from Christoph, who just lets Harry Kane run in behind him, but it's a brilliant run. Fantastic pass. Look at that pass. The way to pass is superb. Harry's too quick for the defence. He's bright, he's alert, and he sticks it away really, really well. Just the start that England needed.
What a pass.
It's a great pass, and you know what? I'm not saying there's too much in it, but what I love about Kane's finish is he realises he's got a stretch and he's got every finish in the bag.
He knows exactly what he's doing with that.
He knows what he has to do. He gets there quickly. It's almost a bit of a toe in the end because he knows he's getting close to the keeper. But Great start, great goal.
Little scoop.
Beautiful strike. I mean, that's what you say. The guys said, you guys know as well as anyone. Once you get one, you've been clutching for a bit of form. You get one, and then they seem to come in their droves. But the important part of that goal as well, I think Sterling, his part can't be underplayed in committing people, bringing players to him, allowing the space to develop for other people.
He's creeping ever closer, Alan.
I hope he goes past it. Let's hope he passes both of us.
Tonight. We're all for that. Absolutely. Good for Harry. Well played. 1 or 2 half chances for England. Declan Rice hit a bullet, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean, when he hit, we all was off our seats because the way it moved, it was a really powerful strike. Just, again, camping on the edge of their box. Don't let them out. When the ball gets turned over, you see beautiful play, 1v1, stands up the defender there, then it comes out here to Declan, you think, go on, shoot, have a go. And the way he hit that with the velocity, he hit that ball, and it was a bit like a pinball after that. But again, it all comes from Sterling being the person to drive at teams. But Declan, this is probably the only thing that he's probably thinking to himself that I'd love to add this tournament is a goal.
Yeah. Great position on the edge of the box. There's plenty of goals there when you get the strike right. Maybe hits it too sweet. The keeper's a bit fortunate that it's straight at him because in the corner and he's not getting anywhere near that.
It swerved a little bit. England have played quite high up the pitch. Managed to keep a lot of men forward.
Yeah, and that was the positive start that we wanted, and they've played with high energy. They've committed men forward. They're full of confidence, as you can tell. But they've been brave, and when they've done that, and certainly with the 5 at the back, they've gone, OK, well, we're going to get men forward. Look there, exactly that. 5 or 6 are there in that final third and looking to get on the ball. But this has been the impressive thing, the way they've moved the ball with pace, high energy, and then Ukraine at times have really struggled to cope with that. And if they can keep on doing that and being brave in that in the second half, then there's going to be more chances and more goals in this game. And that's the movement there that we spoke about. I mean, look at that. I mean, that is just fantastic play. Everyone's on the same wavelength. Everyone wants the ball, backing each other up. There you go, men in the box. And it's really, really intelligent, exciting play.
I think rotations in the forward areas for this team is so important. And people that run off the ball, run people away. You don't see it. It's not there for the naked eye sometimes, but it's people that are running people away, opening space and creating space. We're saying hit it there. Yeah. It's a fantastic turn from Sancho. Again, any other side of the goalkeeper, you're looking at, he's bulging the net.
It's interesting, Jadon Sancho, isn't it? Because, I mean, he's a player that obviously a lot of people at home wouldn't have seen too frequently because he's been playing at Dortmund. But I think it's quite clear to see that Manchester United have got something special.
Yes, they have. This isn't a surprise. This isn't something, we're just seeing, this is what he does, is it? This is what you've been seeing for 3 years of German fans in the Bundesliga. Look, he dances past these guys like he's on a dance floor, moves them, they don't know where they are. He's got that. He mesmerises defenders. He's got a confidence and balance that is very rarely seen. And once he gets up to speed, this kid, he's unplayable. And at the end of that, normally, there's a pass and a weight of pass and a decision-making that probably goes beyond these years.
We've watched a lot of games together, watching him play, and we've been purring over
Drooling.
his football. Drooling, that's the even better word. England have to be careful. Ukrainian, they've had 1 or 2 openings, Frank.
Yeah, I think the danger for us is if we get so comfortable in possession that we slow down or we get slightly sloppy and we take a chance on a pass or don't fully concentrate, because especially at 1-0 we know that it can change. And Kyle Walker has a moment. We've had good possession. That one moment against teams at this level of football with players in front areas that can hurt you with just one chance. And we just have to be careful that he gets one-on-one there with John Stones, stretching a little bit. And they've had 2 or 3 of those moments, and they will. We have to be very, very sure about ourselves, not allow spaces there. We're slightly open there as a back four, and they get in between spaces. So we need to make sure we just switch on. I'm sure Gareth will be saying that at half-time. Listen, another goal probably wins this for us, but
Kyle
we
Walker
must
again, wasn't it, leaving it for Pickford?
I think one of the key words at half-time, I bet you laugh on it, would be concentration. Concentration, guys. That's all we want, is concentrate for the next 45 minutes and we will be through, boys. And that's key, especially as a defender. That's one of the hardest things to kind of get in your game, is to concentrate fully for the full 91, 92 minutes that it takes to get through a game.
Very good evening to you. Thanks very much for joining us. Trust you were watching the first half.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
What did you make of it?
Yeah, very, very good. Very good. I think not too much, nothing bad to say about the lads. We've scored early doors. That's what you want. Settle the nerves and executed the game plan so far really well. So nothing bad to say.
It must be quite difficult for you, Trent, watching. Obviously, you were in the squad and then you picked up that last-minute injury. How hard is it watching the side and not being there?
Yeah, of course, it's disappointing for me personally not to be there, but at the end of the day, it still puts a smile on my face seeing the lads out there doing so well, getting far, seeing the nation get behind them, and the support all around everywhere has been amazing. So yeah, to see that and to obviously know all the lads, being there a few weeks with them, has been, and I know that they're gonna do us proud.
Have they surprised you at all with the way they've played, particularly how compact they've been and defensively sound?
No, I think obviously being there, I've seen how much emphasis goes into the defensive part of our game plans, and keeping a clean sheet's the foundation to go and build your performance on. So. And I know that's big around the camp. So seeing how many clean sheets we've been able to keep, not conceding the goal so far, been really promising. I think if we keep doing that, then hopefully we'll be happy at the end of it.
I've got to ask you, how's the rehab going? Is it getting better? Getting close to fitness?
Yeah, every day's a new step. Every day's getting better, getting fitter, and yeah, I think going into pre-season will be good. Having a few weeks of rest and then. Hitting the season and trying to push on from there.
Can England win it?
Yeah, of course. I mean, there's not many teams left now. I think that's what everyone's thinking, is that after this game, if we can get through, there's only 4 teams left, and we'll be looking at our semi-finals at Wembley, and I think that's where we want to be. So I think hopefully in a week or so we'll be able to really be able to say football's coming home.
Let's hope so. Trent, thank you very much for joining us. Like the new hairstyle, by the way. It's been noted. Thank you. Good luck. Get fit soon.